Well, foremost, I want to start out by giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Rakadash. Salutation to the elders and apostles of GMS groups and ones that like teach 100% true. Shalom Barakatham to them. For the edification and knowledge and double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS groups and ones that like teach 100% true. Shalom Barakatham to them. For the edification and knowledge. And the foremost, before anything, give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Rakadash. Tonight's lesson, do verses in Deuteronomy 14, Leviticus 11, talking about dietary laws. Just a few verses. It's going to be a short video. And the swine, because it divided the hoof and cheweth the cud, it is unclean unto you, and ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch of their dead carcass. That's pork. Pork is an unclean animal. Very unclean. Now it talks about in the scripture, which I'm going to get, Ezekiel 4 and 13. Talks about the foul foods. Let me get it real quick. Ezekiel 4 and 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall let me do it again. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread, which is food, among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. It relates to the other nations. And it's part of the curses as well, because you're going to eat defiled food. An example of defiled food is pork, lobster, shrimp. Causes health complications such as high blood pressure. And the foods in this kingdom specifically, the foods are very high in salt and sugar. Salt for high blood pressure, sugar for diabetes. High fructose, cornstarch, and all those things are a majority of our foods, man. So, and being defiled, a lot of processed, through the processed foods, there's a lot of salt, high in salt, sodium. So the complications of that would be high blood pressure, and the sugar in the foods, high sugar, fructose, so diabetes and other complications, and certain groups, specifically so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, especially so-called blacks and even Hispanics, they are high risk for certain things such as high blood pressure, diabetes, even certain cancer type ailments, colorectal cancer, different things, which the actor from Black Panther died. I would suspect because of his diet, what he's eating. We're in a land that's defiled foods, GMOs, genetic modified organisms. I call them chemical modified organisms, CMOs, because there's a lot of chemicals in these foods, man, which causes a lot of complications, health complications. So that's why a lot of the so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans have a lot of major issues: overweight, heart attack, cigarettes. I can name all kinds of things, which leads to heart attacks and different things. And this is part of the curses, because the Lord, you're going to eat. Let me continue on with that verse. Kind of lost my spot. read 13 again. We'll read number 13 again. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I drive them. Then said I, Lord Yahweh, behold, my soul have not been polluted, for from my youth up even until now have I not eaten of that which dieth of itself, or is torn in pieces, neither came there an abominable flesh into my mouth. I'm going to just read the rest of the verses. Then he said unto me, Lo, I have given thee cow's dung, which is pretty much crap, for man's dungs. And thou shalt prepare thy bread therewith. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of the bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment, that they may want bread and water, and be astonished one with another, and consume away for their iniquity. So part of the curses is eating defiled food, which is pretty much symbolically for crap, you know what I mean? So it'll be considered as dung, you know what I mean? That's part of the curses. It's not good for you. High in salt and sodium, sugar. So these are part of the curses, man. These are part of the health curses, spiritual health curses, that because of nation of Israel's iniquities when they transgress against the Lord. I'm going to go to 28 of Shalaki. I'm going to go to Leviticus 11. And 7. In the swine, though he divided the hoof and be cloven-footed, and he cheweth not the cud, it is unclean to you. So pork, these porks, shrimp, and different things, lobster, these things you're supposed to not eat. Those things are basically, shrimp and lobster, they like the cleaners of the bottom of the ocean. They clean up pretty much the crap. So you eating defiled stuff when you eat that. It might taste good, but not everything that tastes good really is good for you. You know what I mean? So it's really not good for you. These Leviticus 11 talks about the dietary laws, what can be eaten, what can't be eaten. Also 14 of Deuteronomy talks about same thing, what can be eaten and what cannot be eaten. Now part of the curses, like I said, you're gonna in your captivity you're gonna eat defiled food, and that's what's happening because the earth is given in the hands of the wicked, man. So the wicked's gonna do what they do on the food, man. Chemicals on there, all kinds of things. Chemicals in the water, chemicals in the food, chemicals in the air. The earth is mourning. Don't get it. 29 Proverbs and 2. Proverbs 29 and 2 would be, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. The people are mourning because the wicked are in power, man. The earth is mourning as well. The earth cannot wait until the wicked is put out of power, man. so it can breathe again. Just like the 15% of the Earth's oxygen was stifled, which is pretty much the lungs of the Earth. They were clogged, man, and they couldn't breathe. So the righteous can't breathe from the wicked's rule over them, man. They're stifled by the continuous oppression and power relating to the wicked. So they like that smog in the air that you have to breathe. And basically, they can't wait until they put out of power. Point makes let me see if I forgot anything. Number, here we go, 29 and 16. This will be it. When the wicked are multiplied, transgressions increase. So when they're in power, the wicked's going to increase. You put that also in First of Maccabees, talking about after Alexander the Great, when he died, then the four kings put themselves crowns and pretty much allowed themselves to be in power. Then the iniquities increased. Just, hypothetically put that together. So, relating to the wicked, when they're in power, multiplied. When the wicked are multiplied, transgressions increase. So when they're in power, everything's going to increase, and not in a good way. But when the righteous shall see their fall, and that's what the righteous wait to see the fall of the wicked. So there can be righteousness, most of all peace again on earth. Because as long as the wicked are in power, you're going to have unbalance, instability, and pretty much a lot of unrighteousness and destruction, man. All praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua B'Shem Rakadash. So that's what the righteous wait for the fall of the wicked. That being said, that was just a few verses talking about that. The water for whoever listened. Hope it benefited in some way. Give all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua B'Shem Rakadash. The water shalom. Thanks.